Our task on these problems is to find the y-intercept, the equation of the axis of symmetry, and the x-coordinate of the vertex. That's part A. Make a table of values, and then graph the function. So I've gone ahead and entered the equation or the function on Desmos. I don't have a copy of on my computer of our graphing calculator, so we'll just use this. And you can see a table of values. Now, the low point or the vertex is here at -2, 11, -2, -11. So I put that in the middle of my table. So just to verify that -2, 11 is our vertex, let's just do a couple of things here to remind you of how to find the vertex. X is equal to -b over 2a. This is the formula for finding the x-coordinate of the vertex. And so b is equal to 4. A is equal to 1. And so the coordinate of the vertex is x is equal to -4 over 2 times 1. And that's -2. Now you could go ahead and plug this in to our formula and figure out that you'd get -11. But I'm going to go ahead and just put that in. -2, -11. All right. So the y-intercept also, notice the y-intercept, we have to find that, is when x equals 0. If we plug in 0, then the first two terms here are 0 squared is 0, minus plus 4 times 0 is 0, so it's just -7. So that's -7. Okay, that's the coordinate of the y-intercept. Over here we have x equals -2. That's the axis of symmetry. X equals -2. And then the y-coordinate of the vertex is -11. So those three values are kind of key. Now, I'm going to change my color here. And this is the y-coordinate. I mean, the y-intercept is right here. 0, -7, -2, -11 is right here. And then we just need to fill in these other values. I'm going to go ahead and allow my calculator to do that. -4, -7. Notice I put the vertex right here in the middle. So we have -2, -4, -7, -3, -10. Let's go back to here. -4, -7, -3, -10. This axis of symmetry, let's go ahead and kind of sketch that in. It's not easy to do. Axis of symmetry is right down the middle. So what we have here is -4, -7 is going to be right here. And notice that its mirror image over here is the y-intercept. -3, -10 is here, and so we also have a mirror image there. So -1, -10, 0, 8 or 7. And then I'm going to do my best here to give some sort of reasonable graph, something like that. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. So on the second equation that we need to graph, let's just say, well, A is equal to -2, B is equal to 5, and C is equal to 0. So a few things. Well, let's just start with finding the x-coordinate of the vertex, and then that will also give us the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is a line, so it's going to be x equals something. That's how we write the equation of a vertical line, and that's going to be x equals opposite of b, which is -5 over 2 times -2. That's a, 2a. So this comes out to be a fraction. Let's put it here. So it's -5 over -4, or 5/4. So let's put that on here, 5/4. Now, to find the other, that 5/4, that's 1 1/4. So the rest of these values, let's just go with integers, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then go to the here, and I'm going to turn this one off and type in our new equation. It was x squared sorry, that was -2x squared plus 5x. Now, let me turn this thing off. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to make a table of this. Put that down there. I want to turn those points off. There we go. Now these get the wrong points turned off, don't I? Let me just take that off altogether. So these points up here, let's go with 0. Here. Sorry about this. Let's get this set. And those are our points. Now the peak 1.125 or 5/4. Let's put that in the middle, 5/4. This is 3.125, that's 3 1/8. Go with 1 here, 2, 0 here, 2, and 3. Okay, so there are some points. This is our graph. We see 0 is 0, 1 is 3, 3.125, 2, 2, 3, -3. Let's put those into our point here. 0, 1 was, and we could figure this out, 1, negative 2. That one was 3. This was 3.125. 2 was 2, and 3 was negative 3. Now when you're doing this on the test, you should think about just put these equations into your calculator and then use the table. For the vertex, you may have to do this calculation though. This was 3.125. The y-intercept was 0, 0. The y-coordinate of the vertex, 3.125. Let's quickly graph that and then we'll be done. Let's see. 5/4 is 1 1/4. It's about right there. 1 3, about right here. 0 0. 1 2 2 2. 3. Yeah. Let me I misgraphed that. 5/4 is 3.125. It's about right there. 1 was 3, about right here. 0. 2 was 2, about right here. And 3 was negative 3. Here. So this is our parabola, something like that. And let me just finally point out, let's go ahead and put the axis of symmetry in. So along the line x equals 3.125. X equals 1.1. My bad. X equals 1 point, and it was 1 1/4. 25. There. Sorry about the confusion on that last point, but hope that made sense.